Hello, my name is Kelly Jordan. I'm a senior at Middle Georgia State University, an English major, and this is my final video presentation for Dr. Miller's online advanced professional writing class for 2020. We have to present a potential project to the faculty at MGA. For my potential project, I propose that the English department host, edit, and present a humanistic STEM focused anthology called the Roundtable Anthology. I chose that name after the Arthurian legend. According to the Arthurian legend, King Arthur and his knights sat at a round table so that they would all be equal to each other. In the same way, this anthology would take a holistic approach to education, as well as to the involvement of the English, science, math, and history departments. The English department would be primarily responsible for editing and putting together the final project, as well as hosting the main thing, since it has, or would have, that is, a great deal to do with writing. However, the math, science, and history departments would also be involved because of content. I imagine that the project would be a sibling of the Knight Riders Anthology, but instead of focusing mainly on English-based fiction stories, the anthology would focus on STEM-based or history-based creative nonfiction, which is why the different departments would have to be involved in helping with the content. Here is a slide based on the Knight Riders Anthology. As I said, the math, science, and history departments would be involved in the content because that is what they would be familiar with. For instance, writing an APA or Chicago Tribute. I know from experience that most high schools in the area don't teach that. They instead teach students to do MLA even for math-based projects. You might be wondering, what sort of creative nonfiction would students be allowed to publish? Well, they could publish anything. Either things that they've already done for school, or things that they create specifically for the anthology. Examples of things that they might create include things like the written portions of science fair projects, math projects. For instance, in high school, I did a project where we had to create our own surveys, distribute it to lots of different students and faculty too if we wished, and then write a report about what we found, complete with graphs and things. That was a math concept because it focused on statistics, but it also focused heavily on writing as well. Students could also write and publish reports about famous historical mathematicians or scientists, such as Marie Curie or Sir Isaac Newton. That would be writing in English focused because of the writing and research aspects of it, but it would also be STEM focused because of the particular person that the students would be focused on. And it would also be history focused because it is focusing on that person's life and the contributions they gave to society. Ideally, the project would be based in Warner Robins or Macon rather than in Cochrane, like the Knight Riders Anthology is. I say Warner Robins or Macon specifically because in Warner Robins there is a big science and engineering community because of the Air Force Base, and I know from experience that it is a popular choice for high school graduates. I know because I grew up there myself and still live there now. So here is a potential logo. I drew this myself. I'm not the best artist, but here's a banner with the MGA and the title, similar to other logos at the school. And here we have a shield that's divided into 4 equal sections. Each section has a round table in it, and is also divided into 2 of MGA's main colors, purple, as you see, and white. And on each round table is a different symbol that symbolizes one of the elements of the anthology. Here is a flask and a test tube, which symbolizes science. Here is an abacus, which symbolizes math. Here's a pen and ink, which symbolizes the writing and humanistic portion of the project. And here is a book strap filled with books, which could symbolize English, but could also symbolize history as well. The primary benefits of the program include that it encourages everyone involved to participate in STEM as well as humanities, in that it promotes STEM through the humanities, or humanities through STEM, depending on how you look at it. And by extension, it promotes a holistic, well-rounded education for everyone involved, similar to the type of education outlined by Charlotte Mason. Charlotte Mason was a British 19th century educator who advocated for a holistic education and an interdisciplinary education as well. For instance, math for her students would often be taught through storybooks, which has an element of math because obviously of the math concepts, but also has an element of English because it's through a storybook. Also, this encourages teamwork between different education levels and departments, because high school students and college students would work together, as well as the English, math, science, and history departments at the school. And that would be good because of the stereotype that all the departments and subjects are separate, even though that isn't always the case. Some secondary benefits of the program are that it could add something to the Warner Robins campus. I've been attending MGA myself for a while now, and I've noticed that the school doesn't really offer things from Warner Robins. It's mostly from Macon and Cochrane, especially in regards to English. This could help change that. It could also encourage high school graduates to consider attending MGA when their time comes, so we could get more freshman students. And it could be an expansion of the English department in general. I know that the program will need funding, and for that, I decided to appeal to the Knight Foundation for help. When I was researching this project, they're one of the first foundations that came up in my research, as someone recommended them to me to look at. They like the arts, especially writing, and in particular journalism, and they also have a chapter in Macon. So that's something to consider when choosing exactly which high school and campus will host and which high schools will partner with. While they're not specifically focused on STEM, I'm sure they will like the incorporation of cross-disciplinary studies and the focus on writing and creativity to promote STEM. I'm very proud of the work that I've done for this project, and I hope everyone will consider this as a potential project that comes to fruition. I believe that all children should have a well-rounded education where they're taught to at least respect all the different subjects. And as you may know, in life, subjects often are cross-disciplinarian. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will consider this as a potential project. Thank you.